Okay, so the champs are here and the champs are home. Guys, congratulations. We're so proud of you.
Thank you.
Okay, Kini, you have some amazing hardware. Of course, you've been a black belt here at the dojo for a long time. What did it mean to you? I mean, we go down under, we're in the same time zone, but competition's a lot different down there, right? How do you as a black belt elevate your team and get you guys on the same page?
Well, we practiced really hard before getting there, so it's all about the mindset. When we got there, it was like always on the go. That's why we were saying before this, like we didn't have time to do anything or to mess around. So we really just had to focus, and I think all of us did that. And obviously, it showed because we brought the trophies home.
So it was a business trip.
Pretty much a very big business trip, yes.
Okay, but at the same time, Rafe, how do you guys actually represent Guam and make sure that like you're ambassadors for you're sharing the Hafa Day spirit with like with the other competitors and the other practitioners?
I feel like with that question, I guess sharing the culture from Guam to New Zealand to Australia, it's different. They're a bigger island than us, and they don't have the same, I guess, style as how Sensei teaches us. And so I guess that culture that we bring from here, from Guam, I guess reflected over there, because what they brought back from last year, they wanted to come back and take those.
Now, I've heard before that they said, like, if you grow up on Guam like we do and everything, we take so well to martial arts because we have such a natural way of getting respect. Yeah, how I use the word, team with Kenny and everything like that. Tell me about how you guys like went there, and this was still a team sport, and you guys all supported each other.
With that, I think, well, me and Logan had to hold pads for Gabe because there was really no one else, and Sensei was reffing a lot, and he was doing a lot of other things, and me and Logan, we just had to suck it up and hold pads, and when we had to go for our fights, Gabe had to hold pads for us, so I mean, it was a win-win situation.
That's a support system too?
Yeah.
Okay, and then Mom, how proud are you to have these these young athletes, like your kids, but they go out there and they do what they wanted to do, and they represent your family, they represent the dojo, they represent our community so well.
Yes, most definitely. I am super proud of them. They've been through many tournaments, and they're just never ceasing to amaze us, and it's just always progress. A lot of progress, their dedication to training and to, and their passion of karate. It really shows. It really showed in this trip most especially. We came in there as the smallest team, and we only had each other to cheer on, whoever was on the mat, and along with another one of our parents. We can hear her from the top, and she's like the only one that's cheering for us. Miss Leia, shout out. And that's Logan's mom, by the way.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's different. And, like from my point of view, I'm usually on the sideline. This time around, I got to be on the mat too, and it was just an amazing experience.
How different was that?
Super different. So usually when we prepare to go to these trips, I'm more on like the logistics side, make sure that everybody's got their documents together, make sure everybody's all packed up, don't forget your gi, don't forget your belt, making sure that we have hotel accommodations, transportation, whatnot. And this time around, I'm also preparing myself, and I thank Sensei and Kenny for the extra time. I had to ask them, can we try outside of can I get some training time outside of classes, because I didn't want to disrupt everybody from their own training. And I guess it paid off because this was a surprise, most definitely. I wanted to compete just for the experience, and this is...
And then winning first place.
Yes.
Cherry
on top, yes.
There you go. Okay, Logan, you've got such a bright future ahead of you, but you're also having this amazing career so far, but you're part of a larger team, as we said.
Yes, absolutely.
How was the trip for you, and what did you learn? And as you get closer and closer to becoming a black belt, how are you going to continue to grow and continue to represent the dojo?
Well, the trip was definitely different. It was actually my first time in Australia competing there. The fighters are always, they're different, I'm like, no. It was definitely an experience, just being there with our team and stuff. The Sensei support, Senpai Kenny, Senpai Gabe, and Rafe, and even Auntie Jean. It was definitely an experience. The trip was great. And yeah.
So I mean, it's one thing to be in a completely new environment, you know, like new atmosphere, like maybe the temperature is a little bit different, but once you get on the mat, like everything like falls into place, right? Like
Yes.
you're here, you're home. This is the one place where you truly feel free. So just got to go do it, right?
Yes, absolutely.
How was that?
Well, it was definitely experience. It was definitely different than like Philippines and Japan where I've competed. Temperature was very cold and yeah, I had to like get used to it for a bit. But once I was on the mat, that all went away during like when I was competing, and I just focused in, and I was able to get a win.
Okay. Well, Kini, you told me before that as a black belt, you really enjoy leading by example, and you really step up to that responsibility. Your own performance was incredible, taking first and second. But how proud are you of your own performance and then that of the entire team? Because everybody wins, right?
I was very proud of myself. When I got to the competition ready from the start, I was like, I'm going to take this, whether they like it or not. It was more of like a revenge like kind of deal because I went there 2 years ago. And
Oh, you had some get back on your mind,
I had
right?
some get back, so I was like, I'm going to take this. But once I won, I was like so happy and ecstatic that I straight up just hugged my Nino. I hugged him like right in front of everybody, and I just started jumping. I was like, oh my gosh, I won!
I still think that's the most amazing thing because your sensei is also your Nino, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so sensei, from your perspective and everything, as a teacher, as someone who's guiding people, also as you know the guy who put this whole trip together, what did you learn from your athletes and from the experience about how your program continues to thrive?
What I learned from these guys is that they find new ways to make it difficult for me. And as an instructor, as a branch chief,
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
It isn't because it tests me as a branch chief, and it reconnects, kind of like reconnecting with this generation. Because for me growing up in Kyokushin, nothing really needed to be said, and everything was just done. There was really no time to ask questions. Even learning techniques, we had no. Does everybody understand? It was just doing the motion until it was repetition. Repetition is key. For these guys, understanding there's a big generation shift from mine to theirs, and so. But I don't want to lose the fact that how I went through the experience should be duplicated the way they are. It just needs to be adjusted a little bit because there's no replacing hard work.
Yep.
There's no replacing hard discipline. There's no replacing, having to feel like you want to quit and you don't. And there has to be that. There has to be some kind of mental, physical challenge to test your spirit, because if there's none of that, then that's really not a martial art. Karate is the workouts, the kata, the kumite. It's not fighting. It's not just fighting. And that's the hardest thing as the years go on to try to get people to embrace, because these I mean, not to put out any generation or any age group, but I find it harder nowadays to convince someone to do something that they think they can do, and just have them believe they can do it. Case in point, all of these guys in front of me. But it's through my persistence and through my hard leadership that I had to. You almost have to force it at least out of them for them to realize how truly strong they are. And
See, that's that old school Antigo Chamorro.
It is, yeah, it is, and that's what I'm saying. Yes, but that's what I'm saying. It's like I need them to understand that, because if we keep doing things the way they're used to these days, it's gonna dilute. I believe it's gonna dilute itself out, and it's not gonna be the same thing as when it first created.
All right.
And for me, I want to always maintain what Sosai Oyama started, at least in terms of scaling that cliff, scaling that mountain, climbing it to get to that top.
Okay, so let's go. We'll pass the mic back to Logan. I'd like to go down the line. Simple question, right? Don't have to make a really complicated answer. Just for yourself and for your team, what's next?
Well, right now, I think what's next is just to train even harder than now, since next competition's maybe a few months by now. Just train hard and that's it. Just train harder.
All right, Jean, what's next for you?
I guess there's no backing out now, right?
You're off to a really good start.
Yes. I might have to. I'm considering maybe. I got to belt up first to get into the other kata competitions, especially the ones in Japan, because I don't think I'm the right. I'm not the right belt.
I was gonna say, can your kids be your sparring partners?
No, she's not.
No, right? No.
No.
Yeah, you're just kata, not kumite. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Please, not kumite. Yes. Just kata. So yes. I'm gonna try to get up on rank so that I can start
And black
competing.
belt is not far. It's not out of reach for her.
Yes.
All right. Okay, Kini, you are the senior member. So what's next for you?
The next competition is Japan, so we're hoping to all take that. And really, for our dojo to grow, we've been getting more students, so we encourage everybody from different ages, different walks of life, to even like because we started a senior class, so even people that are like Manogu age, older, that we encourage them to come to our dojo because we teach quality over quantity, and I think that's what sets us apart from other dojos and other types of martial arts here on Guam.
And I really think it's interesting because when I first interviewed you 2 years ago, when I first met you, you were a little bit on the shy side, but now you seem like a lot more confident in your own abilities, in the role you play. Obviously, you're a black belt, so you've earned that spot and everything. How have you changed as an athlete in that time?
Well, it was a lot of self-growth, trying to make sure that I understand my self-worth, because this type of lifestyle does take a toll on you, but it's all worth it in the end, especially when you see it come together. I mean, this is like one of the biggest accomplishments I think I've had. And just seeing everybody grow, like my brother, my teammate Logan, and obviously my mom is joining, so that's like a really big plus to everything. So seeing all of that grow just makes you want to continue to do what you do, especially in here.
And heading into Japan, if you could say, okay, well, this one's mine. I'm going to take this again. Well, we got you. Okay, and then Rafe, what's next for you?
I would say getting my black belt. I think that me and Logan, I think we got to get it soon enough.
That'd be sweet if you guys got it together, too.
Yeah. It'll be very cool and very awesome. You know, 2 16-year-olds getting a black belt. At our age, it's not impossible. It's not hard. We just have to put our mind to it and have a good mindset. I think that's the way we got to go.
All right. Well, congratulations to you guys, man. We're super proud of you. You guys represented the entire community, right? But most importantly, you guys went out there and did it. You guys put in the work. So congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, we're missing one teammate with Gabe Sanchez. He took second place in the men's community division. He did very well. His fighting definitely has improved. I say tenfold from the last time he competed, and even his last competition. So, shout outs to Gabe. He's not here, but we're holding a trophy for you.
Yeah.
Oh.